ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ ईशावास्यमिदगं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथा मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम् कुर्वन्नेवेह कर्माणि जिजीविषेच्छतगं समाः एवं त्वयि नान्यथेतोऽस्ति न कर्म लिप्यते नरे। असुर्या नाम ते लोका अन्धेन तमसा वृताः तागंस्ते प्रेत्याभिगच्छन्ति ये के चात्महनो जनाः अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयः नैनद्देवा आप्नुवन् पूर्वमर्षत् तद्धावतो अन्यानत्येति तिष्ठत् तस्मिन्नपो मातरिश्वा दधाति तदेजति तन्नैजति तद्दूरे तद्वन्तिके तदन्तरस्य सर्वस्य तदु सर्वस्यास्य बाह्यतः यस्तु सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मन्येवानुपश्यति सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानं ततो न विजुगुप्सते यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मैवाभूद्विजानतः तत्र को मोहः कः शोक एकत्वमनुपश्यतः सपर्यगात् शुक्रम् अकायमवृणम् अस्नाविरगम् शुद्धम् अपापविद्धम् कविर्मनीषी परिभूः स्वयंभूः यथा तत्यथोत्थान् व्यदधात् शाश्वतीभ्यः समाभ्यः अन्धन्तमप्रविशन्ति ये विद्यामुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमो य उविद्यायागं रताः अन्यदेवाहुर्विद्यया अन्यदाहुरविद्यया इति शुश्रुम धीराणाम् येन तद्विचचक्षरे विद्यां चाविद्यां च यस्तद्वेदोभयगं सः अविद्यया मृत्युं तीर्त्वा विद्ययामृतमश्नुते अन्धन्तमः प्रविशन्ति ये सम्भूतिमुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमो य सम्भूत्यागुं रताः अन्यदेवाहुः सम्भवात् अन्यदाहुरसम्भवात् इति शुश्रुमधीराणाम् येन तद्विचचक्षिरे सम्भूतिं च विनाशं च यस्तद्वेदोभयगं सः विनाशेन मृत्युं तीर्त्वा सम्भूत्यामृतमश्नुते हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखम् तत्त्वं पूषन्नपावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये पूषन्नेकर्षे यमः सूर्य प्राजापत्य व्यूहरश्मिन् समूह तेजो यत्ते रूपम् कल्याणतमम् तत्ते पश्यामि योऽसावसौ पुरुषः सोऽहमस्मि। वायुरनिलम् अमृतम् अथेदम् भस्मान्तगम् शरीरम् ॐ क्रतो स्मर कृतगम् स्मर क्रतो स्मर कृतगम् स्मर अग्ने नयसुपताराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठाम् ते नम उक्तिम् विधेम भूयिष्ठाम् ते नम उक्तिम् विधेम ईशिता सर्वभूतानाम् सर्वभूतमयश्च यः ईशावास्येन सम्बोध्यम् ईश्वरम् तम् नमाम्यहम् ईश्वरम् तम् नमाम्यहम् ॐ
Thank you, Nitya. Hari Om.
हरि ओम्
नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः शङ्करम् शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवम् बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयम् करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करम् लोकशङ्करम् ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। शान्तिमन्त्रम्। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदम् पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। So we saw in the last class the first mantra of Isavasyopanishad. Isavasyamidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitaha ma ghृदः kasya sviddhanam. So we knew that this jagat, this entire world of perception or knowledge, whatever we have as our perceivable universe, it can be subtle in nature, gross in nature, doesn't matter. All that jagatyam jagat, yatkincha jagatyam kichat, whatever form it is, tat sarvam, Isavasyam, all that whatever we can think is achadanam or is covered by Isha. So here Isha standing for the Lord or Ishvara or the omnipotent. We can tell that as Brahman. So the pervasive nature of Brahman in and through all the objects perceivable, however subtle or gross it is complete only when is permeated by Isha. Tena tyaktena bhujita. Protect. Tena tyaktena. By the act of renunciation or detachment, one should protect. There are two meanings of protect here. Protect himself and also protect everything that is permeated by Brahman. Ma ghृदः kasya siddhanam. Ma ghृda means do not covet. So do not covet. Here the kasya svidhanam has got two meanings in it also, because the word svid is a nipada. So kasya svidhanam, whatever may be the dhanam, do not covet it, because it is all belonging to Brahman. So have a detachment towards that and protect yourself so that you are also part of Brahman only. And if you consider yourself also as part of Brahman, then kasya siddhanam has been, after all, it is your own wealth. Because if you are also Brahman and the entire perceivable world is also Brahman, why should you separately have a desire or the purpose of coveting this wealth? So therefore, Maghrida, you should not have any lust for or desire for coveting this, because this is all yours only, or you are invariably you are. You are the one which is there. You are Brahman, and the entire perceivable world is also Brahman only. Isavasyam sarvam. So all this, everything, sarvam, is Isavasyam, is permeated by Brahman only. So there is no iota of, or no atom which is without Brahman. So therefore, this is the first mantra which is telling what should be the approach of a person of detachment for the path of Nivarti Marga. Nivarti Marga means for emancipation. Now, the second mantra is talking about totally the different picture altogether. Kurvanneva iha karmani jijivishe chadam samaha. Evam toyi na anyato asti na karma lipyade nare. So, now here he is talking about those who are into karma yoga or karma as their purpose of life. Not pravritti marga, what we call it as a pravritti marga. The path of action. Now, most of the people are into this path of action only because they are considering Nare. Nare means human. As a human being, they think they are human beings. So they consider that their job is to act as per the Vedic dictums. The Vedas have given, do's and don'ts. So they think the Vedas are talking only for the do's and don'ts, and they have not considered this Upanishad, the end part of the Vedas, as part of the Veda into which they should give special attention. So they think that Agnihotradi, all this Agnihotra, other type of karmas which are being ordained by the Vedas, are the ones which should be done so that they live for 100 years. Shadam Samaha. So, Jiji Vishet is to those who love to live a full life of 100 years by doing Kurvanneva Karmani. The Karmani Kurvanneva Iha. By doing these actions as ordained by the Vedas, if you want to live 100 years, then you should take on the activity as dictated by the Vedas. Evam toi na anyoto asti. There is no other path for you because you want to enjoy the karma phalas and will live for 100 years. So Agnihotra adi karmani, all those karmas after having done for 100 of years, you live here for 100 years. But na karma lipyade te nare. Those human beings, those who think that they are human beings, for them, the karmas what they are doing, if they are done as per the Vedic injunction, then those karmas are not going to bind them, is what they think. And their 100 years they will complete, and then they go to Pridharloka, Brahmaloka, or Chandraloka, Suryaloka, all these lokas, Indraloka, Brahmaloka, etc. So what they think is that those karmas are not going to bind them because they are doing as per the Vedic dictums. But Acharya Shankara says that no, even if you do it by the Vedic dictums, the Agnihotrādis karmani, unless it is done with the previous attitude of protection of the, no, so that you develop a detachment and your karmas are not going to bind you if you are going to do it this way. So even though kurvaneva karmani jiji visheshadam sama has been mentioned by the Upanishad, the na karma lipyade nare, when it is to be taken it seriously, that so that the prakarantaram nasti, there is no other way. If you do it as per the Vedic dictum, then you are going back to these lokas which are being given Pitraloka to Brahmaloka, and Shine Punye Martyalogam Vishandi. After having done that, when the punyas are completed, you fall back onto this human body again, so that you can repeat the karmas again and again. Then this transmigration of going to the upper worlds and coming back again keeps on happening. But you will never, na karma lipyade nare, that will not happen to you unless you are to take this first shloka, first mantra what has been given, that detachment. Unless you are doing that, you will not be able to do that. Ada shastra vihitani karmani agnihotrani kurvanneva jijivishe. So you may do this life 100 years by doing the karmas as ordained by the Agnihotradi karmas. So there is an objection to this by the Purvapakshi or the opponent who is asking, Kadam punaha divam gamyate purvena mantrena sanyasino jnananishta dvitiyena tadashakyasya karmanishta. So the opponent is asking, how do you have arrived at these two karma? These two shlokas are separately. Why cannot both be for the one purpose only? So Shankaracharya says, Uchyate, let me explain to you. Have you not heard that jnana karmano virodham parvadavat akampyam? That jnana and karma are opposite in nature. See, when the karmas are being done, we have a kartrutva bhava, that I am the doer, I am the enjoyer of the karma. So, all the karmas, whatever may be the Agnihotra or whatever may be the karmana, that karma have the doership and enjoyership. Therefore, it cannot be in the Jnana Marga. In the Jnana Marga, what happens? We are coming to that knowledge that Atma, I am Atma, Ahameva idam sarvam. I am the Atma and I am all this. Brahma eva achadanam krutva. All by permeating all these things, I am indeed everything. So there is nothing for me to be looking forward for enjoying, nor there is any activity which will give me a bhoktrutva or even enjoyment, because I am in and through all of them. So there is no doership nor enjoyership. This is the Jnana Marga. So this is Jnana Marga, and the Karma Marga, there is a doership and enjoyership. So Jnana Karmano Virodham, that the opposing nature of Jnana and Karma, Parvadavat Akampyam, like two mountains, they cannot be moved or they cannot be merged together. You can merge two rivers to become one river, but that is not possible in the case of mountains. Two mountains stand untenable or unmovable to such an extent that they will always remain as two separate mountains. Same is the case with jnana and karma. So this is the nature of jnana and karma. So that is what is being given separately by the two separate mantras in the first and second, where it is said that by act of detachment, you have to protect not only yourself, you have to protect everything because you are indeed everything. So by doing that, you are neither coveting anything nor going to have any icha or a desire to covet anything, because you know that ahameda idam sarvam. Everything is here. What is there is the same Brahma or Atma, which I am also made of, and every atom, every object in this world is made of the same thing. So a Jnana Margi will be looking through the knowledge of detachment, whereas in the second mantra we are seeing that the karmas are, or for karma there is a kartrutva bhava, that I am the doer of Agnihotra, and therefore the phala, karma phala of each of the yagas are from Prithruloka to Brahmaloka, whatever is attainable, is also my bhoktrutvam, is for me to enjoy. So these two are basically the nature of the kartrutva, bhoktrutva. So therefore the karma yogin or the karma, those who are doing Agnihotradi, they don't have that jnana of that I am eha idam sarvam. So their karmas will be that let me do these karmas as a kartru, so that in this life putra, mitra, loka, dharadi, that is like that, the wealth, putra by son, and then the wife, wealth, enjoyment, and loka, all these Pitraloka to Brahmaloka, whatever lokas I can achieve by these karmas, those will be my fruits of enjoyment, which through the karmas I will be doing. So I being the karta or the doer of these actions, I will be ordained or I'll be benefited by these phalas of the karmas depending upon the karma which I am doing. And these two differentiation is again shown in the 7th and 18th mantra of the same Upanishad later to come, which we will be seeing it in detail at that time. So these two mantras have got very definitive purpose. Therefore, the first mantra is for the Jnana Margin, and the second mantra is for the Karma Yogin, those who are doing. So whether they are Karma Yogin also or not, they have to perform the karmas as ordained by the Nanya Panda Vidyate. For them there is no other Panda, or there is no other Marga, there is no other route through which they can achieve that, because they want to live 100 years by doing the karma. Now, Atho Dvamini Divide Nitarte Ayo Mandram Arabhyade. Now begins this verse for decrying the man who is devoid of the knowledge. Not only had the Upanishad given the marga or given the route for the karma, those who are following the karma, here in the third mantra, the same Upanishad is decrying or even ridiculing those who are following the karma margas. So that we should understand that it is, even though it may be ordained by the Vedas, we should also understand that the same Veda is being ridiculed by the Upanishad when it is coming to Jnana Marga or the acts of the karma, those who are ordaining the karma. For that, the third mantra is Asurya Namate Loka Andena Tamasavrataha Tagumste Pratyabhigachanti Yeke Cha Atmahano Jana. Asurya. There are two ways in which this word is being interpreted by different people. Asurya means not Surya. Asurya means not Surya. Asurya means darkness or sunless. Namate Loka. that loka is called Nama Asurya, is darkness or sunless. Right? Now, Andena Tamasavrita, it is covered by ignorance, or here Anda means darkness or gloom, or you can say in the context of Jnana Marga, it is called ignorance. So now that those world is called the Asurya or the sunless Loka or the Tamasa world, the world of Tamas, which was because why it is Andena Tamasavrita? In the Jnana Marga, we saw that Isavasyamidam Sarvam. That world is permeated by Isha or Brahman, which is the knowledge, the light of knowledge itself. So there cannot be Tamasavrita. There cannot be a darkness in that world, whichever world it is. So here we are talking about a world which is totally contradictory to the Brahman, where the world is full of tamas or ignorance. So what here we have to understand is that this world which is being told here is being given to those who are following karma, because it is because of ignorance that they go into this world. So for that purpose, it is told that those who are following karma marga will be going to the world of darkness. Now, Shankaracharya goes to one step ahead. It is not asuras alone. The word asura doesn't mean that it is darkness, the world, or the suras mean the gods, the asuras means the demons. It is not that way we have to interpret. We have to interpret this as asurya only, as the light, the darkness only. Paramatma abhava advaye apekshaya devadvayohi api asuraha. Even the devas are asuras, because Paramatma Bhava is not there even in the Devas. Devas are people who are going to higher world, even up to Hiranyagarbha world. Those Brahma, Prajapati, Indra, all of them are called the Suras, or what they call it as the gods. But in this pretext, when Andena Tamasavrita, they are also covered by ignorance, because they think that after completing their life as Indra or Hiranyagarbha or Prajapati, they will come back and they will be able to do karma again. Shrine Punye Martyalogam Vishanti, they will go back again into the higher logas. So they are also what you called Andena Tamasavrita. They have been also covered by the world of ignorance. So they are also called Asurya. Tagam Pratyabhigachandi. They go to these world. The world who? Ye. The question is asked who? Pratyabhigachandi. Ye Pratyabhigachandi. Who are the people going to this Andena Tamasavrita world of darkness? Ke cha Atmahano Janaha. Those people. Here the word Jana is used because Jananam. Those who people take the rebirth means even the devas take rebirth after the completion of their period of particular world they are destined. Indra is in the Indra Loka, Brahma is the Brahma Loka, Varuna is the Varuna Loka. All of them after having completed their lifetime, they come back for the birth again. So they are all called Janaha in plural. So what are they? Why are they called Janaha? Because they do not know what is the nature of Atma. So therefore they are Atma Hanaha. they are called the one who kills Atma, or by definition, they are thinking they are completing, they are dying and coming for birth again. Actually, every one of them are Atma, and Atma has no birth or death. But since you think that you have a birth and death, you are called the one who kills Atma. Whether you are a Deva, whether you are an Asura, whether you are a human being, doesn't matter. So every one of us who think that I am having a birth and death is called a killer of Atma, and therefore they pratyabhigacchandi. They go to this world of that tamasavruta, to the world of darkness, and again and again. So they are the Surya Nama Loga. So kadamte atmanam nityam hananti. How do they kill the Atma nityam? Avidya doshena. So it is due to the avidya, jnana, abhava. They don't have that jnana which is explained in the first mantra. That Isavasimidam sarvam. So tena tektena bunjita. You have to protect that yourself from that. So they don't protect themselves from this world of transmigration, and they think that they are avidvamsa. They are called avidvamsa with people who do not have the knowledge of the Atma. Therefore, they are called Atmahana because they think that they have birth and death. So they come back to this world again and again, and whatever may be their position, they are good. Palam ajara amaratva adi samveda adi lakshanam tat hatyeva tirobhudam bhavati pragrata avidvamso janaha atmahanaha ityuchyate. So these are because they think that the avidya, due to avidya, they think the phalam is charamara. The birth and death is their life, how they are looking into this world, that they will do. If it is a human being, he thinks that he will live for 100 years. If it is a Pitraloka, he has got a higher lifespan. If he is a Karma Devas, then they have got a higher life. If Devas have got other than higher life. The Brahmalokas have got other life. Indras is supposed to be the higher than the Devas. And then Brahma is supposed to be higher than the Indra level. And the Hiranyagarbha is the highest. Then even Hiranyagarbha, Shine Punye Martyalogam Vishanti. He comes back to this world to do the karmas, because this Martyaloka or the human body is the Karma Loka, where the Vedas have been given for doing the Vedas, and where the Karma Phalas can be achieved from the Pitraloka to Hiranyagarbha Loka. So therefore, these people who are thinking that they have to achieve these different worlds come back to the human form and do the acts as ordained by the Vedas, whether the Agnihotradi or whichever may be the karmas as their wishes are there. So they are all driven by the desire. So the Upanishads say, Ma grida kasya siddhanam. You should not covet for any of this wealth, because you are akarta abhokta. You don't have to do anything because you are nitya muktaha. You are by define you are Atma, and Atma has no birth or death. Therefore, there is no need for you to covet for any wealth. Still, if you think that you are not able to do this, tasya tena taktena bunjita. So therefore you don't think that you can do that detachment or renunciation, and by doing that, if you think that you are not going to be successful, then the Upanishad says that karmanyeva or kurvanyeva karmani. You do these karmas by doing this alone. Jiji vishe satam vasama. You will live 100 years, so that you can do all karmas which are as given by the Vedas. And then you will be able to go to the higher world. Now, whatever may be that defined by. Na anyato asti. There is no other world. There is no other way which we can tell you The Upanishad itself says that there is no other way we can guide you, because you are not in a position to understand or accept this world of Jnana Marga. So therefore you do it, but do it in such a way that you do the karma lipyate. You let that karmas which you are doing should not bind you, so that after doing many, even going up to Hiranyagarbha Loka, when you realize that Pariksha Lokan Karmajitan Brahmana Nirvedamayat Nasti Agrita Kritena. So after having tested all those karmas up to the Hiranyagarbha Loka, when you come back to the world of human life again, that time let these karmas not be binding you, so that you get a higher life or a better life and you get your chitta shuddhi. And in the by attaining chitta shuddhi, you will be in a position to get that jnana marga, and then you can get to the marga of the first mantra what has been said. Suppose if you are not able to do that, then you are neither you are in the first marga nor in the second marga. Then you are only driven by the Atmahanaha. You are being deemed as the one who's killing the Atma. Therefore, Atmahanaha to tam pratyabhikachandi. They are pushed into the world of tamasa. They have been pushed into the world of the darkness of having no jnana, and then desires control you. And those controlled desires will work again and again in you for repetition of what you are desiring. And that world is called Asurya Loka, or the world of darkness. This is how the first three mantras are to be completed. Now, the fourth mantra is talking about what is that nature of that Atma. So that Atma is being described from the fourth mantra onwards by the Upanishad, which will be dealt in detail by me in the next week, because I'll have to do the mantra 4 and 5 together, so that we will know the connection between the nature of Atma mentioned in the fourth mantra and its nature in the fifth mantra, which are connected between each other. Each company or the more nature of the Atma is being described by these fourth and fifth mantras, which I'll be doing in the day after tomorrow, Friday's class. So today I will stop here, because now we know the first mantra is for Jnana Marga, second mantra is for Karma Marga. But if you are not Karma Marga and Jnana Marga, but you are into the world of desires, and you become Atmahanaha. Therefore, you will be pushed into the world of darkness. That is what the third mantra has been described as by the Upanishad. So here I'll stop for the today, so that I can take question answers. And Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavada. Thank you all.